Hi. Can y'all hear me? All right. Hopefully that's picking me up. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Spaces Unscripted. My name is Alyssa Esposito. I am your host. If this is your first time here, welcome in. Welcome in. And if you're coming back, thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining. Here at Spaces Unscripted, we talk all things creative, all across the board. And I do these snack solo space episodes, whatever you want to call them, whatever your preference is. I do these every few, and they are just as much of a check-in for my listeners as they are for me. They kind of keep me, while I'm developing this podcast and figuring out where it is going, it keeps me on track a little, I would say. But it kind of is more like a check-in to see how I'm feeling, how you're feeling, and what is cooking. So for today's episode, as usual, I will keep these short. I like to keep them short and sweet. But we're nearing the end of season 1. And it was very short. It was a very short season. But I did that purposely because I think that as a new podcaster, and again, I'm in a different spot than I was in for the last 2 episodes, but I feel like that's organic because I'm just figuring it out as I go. So I wanted to keep the season short because I wanted this first season, I wanted to start putting out episodes, but I also wanted to see how it rolled as I went. And that's exactly what it's done. It's been amazing. It's been such a journey, and I've learned so much. I've had such amazing conversations, and now I'm so excited for season 2. And with that, and keeping on trend of the pivots in season 1, I want to check in with my listeners and ask for some feedback. If you're here and you're listening, take this as a ping to DM, text me if you have my number, comment. I want this to be a collaborative space, as I've always said. But where do you see this podcast moving? Where do you see season 2 moving? Do you see it staying in this all around the board creative space, or do you see it kind of honing in on one thing? And of course, on my end, I have my ideas, and I've been seeing the feedback thus far on my episodes and seeing the analytics. That's the word, right? The data, studying the data, and seeing which episodes are kind of piquing people's interest and which are being listened to, and all of the things that I didn't know even existed until I started this and started seeing what was available for me to look at. But so on my end, I'm doing that. But what I really want, and I would appreciate so deeply, is if my listeners, you, can chime in and let me know what your thoughts are. Whether it be a segment idea, a all around the board, this is what I want to hear from the podcast idea, a specific guest. I want this to always be something that's, yes, collaborative, but also is bringing knowledge and information to my listeners. And yeah, I just want to keep that conversation rolling. Little bit of what is to come that I know so far. Next Tuesday's episode will be with someone very near and dear to my heart who is in the entertainment industry. And that will be a fun one, not only because she's just so fun. I will announce that this week after this podcast episode drops, who she is and what is going on, but I will also have a fun raffle. I'll get into it, but stay tuned because that will be really fun next week. And then after that, the following week will be my closer episode. And that will kind of be here's what I've decided that we're doing in season 2. And then I'm taking a little bit of a break for a few weeks. And we'll jump back into it in season 2. Most likely in July. So, and I say most likely in July because it might be end of June. So we'll see how that rolls. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Let you have the rest of your Tuesday back. I love when people say that at the end of meetings that like went short, like didn't go the full length. They're like, I'll let you have some time back for your Tuesday. So I will let you have some time back for your Tuesday. But in return, please let me know what your thoughts are. No comment is silly. Nothing is, it's all appreciated. So, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I guess that's it. Hello? I guess that's it. I will see you next Tuesday back on Spaces Unscripted. I don't know why my eye twitched like that. Okay. Love ya. Bye.